you'll come back to me. Some may say that I'm wasting my time, that I don't know who I am without you living in my mind, that I can't breathe a day without wishing you were mine. So now's not the time. I'm not the first to wonder, no, I'm not the first to cry, when the string tied to my wrist takes its balloon into the sky. Maybe it's impossible to see your face again, but a wonder is like sugar in this spoon of medicine. And I wonder if this heart of mine will ever learn to cut the line, let you go and set me free. But after all this said and done, I wonder. After all this said and done, I wonder. After all we've said and done, I wonder if you'll come back to me.
Alice has a little bit of a technical problem here. Be right with you, folks. First time with her new tuner. Okay, it's the second time with her new tuner.
I've done this before, I swear. I know a dirt road in the late afternoon, where the shade and the sunlight gather in pools. There are trees to the right, twisted and wild. To my left is the sea, like a glimmering eye. I'm not the first one, and I won't be the last, who's come to this crossroads and breezed on past, with my destination my only concern, one foot on the gas as the yellow light turns. And there's nothing like being alone at twilight, the ocean and I each approaching high tide. I'm better off walking alone at twilight. answers I seek are the smallest of stones. So I work till I'm tired, then I lay down to rest, and that takes just a bit of this weight off my chest. But the years stretch before me, I admit that it's true. This restless pursuit is what I'm called to do. And there's nothing like being alone at twilight, the ocean that I need to approach in high tide, held aloft all the waves of my pride. I'm better off walking alone. Yeah, I hate to leave being alone at twilight. Thank you.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks for coming.
My only problem is I have to follow these two. I will do my best and get some beautiful help and harmonies. Wait, just a little bit more guitar, please, Margaret. I had the same problem as Alice. It's contagious.
Sorry.
Okay, now a little bit less. Sorry. This song is called To the Light. Wrote it with my buddy Severin Brown back in California. If you haven't heard of him, you might have heard of his brother Jackson. I love this tune. It's called To the Light. I've heard it said the earth looks peaceful when it's seen from outer space. Such a pretty place for you and me. How do we hear the wisdom of the crickets in the night, singing out of sight from way down here, way down here, where there's only right or wrong? Why can't we just try to get along? I've heard it said there's 100 billion galaxies of light, lighting up the night for you and me. We could be just as peaceful as the earth from outer space, living in a place of harmony, harmony. Oh, such a lovely sound. Why do we put one another down? Just consider that there is no wrong or right, and consider that there is no black or white. There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light, to the light, to the light. I've heard it said every culture has a history in stone. Dances of their own they like to do. Wouldn't you?
Wouldn't you?
Like to be accepted just the way you are? Is that really hard to see? Couldn't we find a way to understand and blow away that line in the sand? Just consider that there is no wrong or right, and consider that there is no black or white. There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light.
To the light.
To the light. Dee dee dee. Dee dee dee. There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light.
To the light.
To the light. To the light.
To the light.
To the light. I've heard it said.
I've heard it said.
The earth looks peaceful when it's seen from outer space. Such a pretty place for you and me. For you and me.
For you and me.
For you and me.
For you and me.
For you and me. For you and me. Thank you.
Kirsten, you're so far away. Yeah. Our last show we were closer together. I just feel like, thanks, that's better. That'd be great. Can you move over a little to the left? Your porridge is like kind of lukewarm.
Is yours just right?
Mine's just right. You kind of look like Goldilocks. Me and Freebo are the bears.
Thanks, Kirsten.
No, thank you. That's enough of that. We used to play pirates, just kids on the playground, too young to be nervous, just carefree and wild. Fueled by a fire, I climbed up higher, but I lost my grip and fell hard on the ground. And I got the wind knocked right out of me till I couldn't breathe out. I got the wind knocked right out of me till I couldn't breathe, till I couldn't breathe. I still remember the first time I saw you, a midnight in August. You were singing What does it mean when someone takes your breath away? Now I keep reliving the night you stayed over. The moon found me lying beside you in bed. You turned in your sleep and put your arm around me, and I was a child in the playground again. 'Cause I got blue right out of me till I couldn't breathe at all. I got blue right out of me till I couldn't breathe, till I couldn't breathe. All right, everybody. Sorry, Freebo. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew they could sing along for this part. Are you ready? Wow.
It is so fun singing with these two. And yeah, we don't get to do this all that often, so it's really special. And we just kind of happened upon it. We were at Falcon Ridge Folk Festival in the Berkshires in New York, and we're singing at like 3 a.m. somewhere. I don't remember where. It's foggy, but I know it was really good. And we were like, wait, we should do that sometime, and maybe people would like to listen to us together. And
So we said, how about the cutting room in New York? Just like that, it happened.
thanks for making it happen, Kirsten. She's the local. Don't mind me, I'm just using my fancy new tuner. The point of it is to be really discreet.
I think it's working.
Yeah.
I didn't even see you there.
Right? I know. Yeah. This is a song that I started writing up at my family's little cabin in Vermont. That's a very, very peaceful place. We have no electricity there. So it's a good spot to just kind of take it all in and maybe turn inside and see what your heart is telling you. This is one that when I was working on my new record, which Freebo produced, we recorded it out in Bakersfield, California. Yeah. So this song is one of the ones that I kind of got partway through and then brought it to Freebo and we finished it together. It's on the new record. It's called Still on My Mind. Rain falling across the water, mist is rising on the mountainside, leaves blooming beneath the eaves, and not one drop will find me. A little seedling is breaking through, persistent as the thought of you. Looking out into a sea of green, thinking on the years and miles that lie between. It seems so long ago, but you're still on my mind, you know. I go walking through the trees, the water dances over stones. The April morning is clean and new, but a breeze has brought the thought of you. Looking out into a sea of green, thinking on the years and miles that lie between. It seems so long ago, but you're still on my mind, you know. I sat down by the riverside, fearing I could drink it dry and still not be satisfied. The banks are full with all this rain, and if they'll overflow, but I can't say. The crickets calling in the firelight, and a long and gentle sleep tonight. Looking out into a sea of green, thinking on the years and miles that lie between. It seems so long ago, but you're still on my mind. Yeah, you're still on my mind, you know. You know. Watch out. Speaking of indiscreet, do you know how to play that thing? Not really.
Alice is going to do a bass solo for you now. Just
Not
kidding, actually. When we were working on the record, I had a couple basses lying around. We were doing some pre-production, and Alice picked one up, and she looked really good playing it. And I said, "You know how to play it?" She said, "No." I said, "Would you like to?" And she said, "Yes." So
I was told that I smile too much to really ever be a bass player.
it's true. You gotta look serious.
Can't help it. It's just so fun.
Well, I want to do a song for all you dog people out there. We have any dog people? Not somebody with the head of a dog and the body of a person, but a dog. If you ever loved a dog or been loved by a dog, you're a dog person. How many dog people do we have here? Well, I'm a dog person, and I love dogs. And my wife and I had a beautiful golden retriever named Hepburn, and we loved Hepburn. My wife seemed to love Hepburn a lot. They spent a lot of time on the bed together with Hepburn in my place. So one day I was looking at the two of them on the bed together. I said to my wife, I was just kidding. I said, you know, I think you love the dog more than me. She didn't say anything. Thought to myself, need to write a song about that. So here you go. The song's called She Loves My Dog More Than Me. It's a true story for the most part. And you figure out what's true and what's not true. When you get the chorus, please sing along. Pretty simple. Ready, Alice? Ready. Ready, Kirsten?
Ready.
One, two, three. Once upon a time, everything was so fine, cozy, just my baby and me. I was so well fed, had my braces in bed. I was happy as a man can be. Then my buddy called up, had the cutest little pup. I couldn't help but to take him in. Little did I know her affection would go to my new little four-legged friend. Now she loved my dog more than me. She loved my dog more than me. I love my dog, and she loved my dog, but she loved my dog more than me. We were lying by the fire, burning with desire, when suddenly to my chagrin, as the fire got to stoking, came a cold nose a poking somewhere it should not have been. I thought she'd shoo him away, but she told him to stay. He kinda took me out of the zone. Now a man's best friend gets a girl in the end, and I'm left holding the bone. 'Cause she loved my dog more than me. She loved my dog more than me. I love my dog, she loved my dog, but she loved my dog more than me. So I'm sitting here fuming while he's getting all the grooming. That ain't how it's supposed to be. Well, you know I don't hate him, but I got an ultimatum. Baby, it's the dog or me. Well, I got a reply. She led me outside and she handed me my people chow. Now I'm howling at the moon while he's up in my room, and I'm in the doghouse. Sing along with me, ready? She loved my dog more than me. I can't hear you. She loved my dog more than me. That's way better. I love my dog. She loved my dog, but she loved my dog more than me. There's a moral to the story. When you fall from the glory, you gotta do it gracefully. So I'm back in the bed with the dog at the head. We're a nuclear family, and that's set my fate. You know there's little debate, because there ain't no democracy. From the moment he ain't, it's been a doggone shame that she loves her dog more than me. 1, 2, sing along. She loved my dog more than me. She loved my dog more than me. I love my dog. She loved my dog, but she loved the dog more than me. Acapella. She loves my dog more than me. Yes, she does. She loves my dog more than me. It ain't the way it was. I love my dog. Yes, I do. She loves my dog. Yes, it's true. She loves my dog. Let's do it one more time. She loves my dog more than me. She loves my dog more than me. I love my dog. She loves my dog, but she loves my dog more than me. Yes, I love my dog. She loves my dog, but she loves my dog more than me. Nice job, New York.
Well, I think it's time for a mom song. What do you think?
Always. She's here tonight.
Got a lot of mom action in the room.
They're all here.
All two of our moms are here.
Well, three of us moms here in spirit.
Yeah. Always. Well, we just actually played this very same show in Massachusetts on is that Saturday night?
Yeah.
And we actually have someone here who was at that show too.
He followed us here.
We are very grateful.
And my mom took the train down from Boston to be
Oh
here.
yeah, mom too. You're gonna do a good job. We're sitting on the stone bridge by the creek, throwing pieces of bread to the fish writing on.
This is not a mom song.
Oh, but I love this song so much, guys. This is a really cool song.
Uh-oh. I'll build it up.
It's like, okay.
No, I'll tell you a little story about this song. I just got to go down to Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Anyone ever heard of Muscle Shoals? Yeah, it was really amazing. I got to spend 2 days at Fame Recording Studios working on some new material. And a friend of Freebo's who was in Bonnie Raitt's band with him for a long time now lives down there and as a part of the Muscles rhythm section as a guitar player. And he set up this session for us, got me a pretty sweet deal at the studio, and we got to do some new songs, so it was wonderful. And I was just spent the last month and a half listening to these mixes, these rough mixes that were so beautiful that I just decided the other day I gotta go back there. I can't not go back, so I think I'm gonna record the rest of my next album down there, and I'm excited about that. So this is a song that we just put down, and it was written by Kenny Edwards. Oh, good. Excellent. Talk to me after. He was Linda Ronstadt's bass player for many years, and was a beautiful singer and songwriter, passed away maybe 5 or 6 years ago, but made this beautiful album called Resurrection Road, and this song is on it. It's called Bad Medicine.
Spend a lot of my
song too. Nice. Well, I want to tell you a little bit of a story. I want to bring my mother into the show. She is no longer with us, but I know she's listening. And back when I was a young boy, she told me in order to be a success, I had to be a doctor. So I set out to be a doctor. Didn't work out too well. Me and organic chemistry didn't exactly get along until the 60s when I started doing my own organic chemistry experiment. Everything got right side up all of a sudden. And one day, coming back with long hair, and I failed Dr. Kerr, I said, "Mom, I'm going to be a musician." And there was a long silence, and she said, "Well, you'll never be a success till you play at Carnegie Hall," which is kind of a good thing to say here in New York City. Kind of sideways type of a thing, but a couple of years later, I called her up and said, "Mom, I got front row seats for you and Dad at Carnegie Hall." And felt pretty good about that. Thought I was a success. And he was playing there with Bonnie, and it was pretty cool. And years later, though, I decided I needed to start writing songs. I didn't start till my mid-40s. And she didn't get me as a songwriter for a long time. She kind of said, why are you doing so well as a bass player? And I said, "Well, something I have to do, Mom." And she finally did get to like my songs, and the song I want to share with you became her favorite song, not just of mine, but her favorite song in the whole world. And I submitted it to a songwriting contest called the Posse, short for Positive Music, and it got nominated. And the Posse Awards were in Orlando, and my mom was 99 years old at the time, and she was living in Fort Lauderdale. So I spent the night with her the night before, and said, "Mom, I got nominated for a Posse Award." And she said, "That's wonderful. For what song?" I said, "For That's What Love Is." She said, "I love that song. That's my favorite song. I told you to submit that song." Which she didn't, but it was okay because it was okay. So she said, "I hope you win." I said, "Well, Mom," I said, "there's 3 other people nominated. The odds are I won't win." She said, No, it's really important that you win. Just like, you be a success when you play Carnegie Hall. So I went off hoping I would win, and sure enough, I did. Yay! That's not the end of the story, but thank you. So I went in the next day. I drove back down Highway 95, and I walked in the door, and I handed her the trophy. And she said, "You won." I said, "I did." She said, "For what song?" I said, "For That's What Love Is." She said, "Oh, I love that song. That's my favorite song. I told you to submit that song." I thanked her again, and she said a beautiful thing. She said, "I'm so glad you won because now you're finally a success." Kind of sideways, but I like to say it's where the success path that she put me on to be a doctor met the soul path, which is exactly what I was meant to do as a musician, why I'm here tonight, and what I like to say is my Carnegie Hall at this moment. So, thank you. Right down the street, kind of. So I'd like to share the song with you and send it out to my beloved Mabel. That's what love is. It's a whisper you hear in the midst of your fear. It's revealing. It's a part of the heart, and it's just who we are, so healing. It's a power inside, always wins over pride, never judges. And it strengthens and covers us all. That's what love is. It's a healer of souls, makes the broken ones whole and completed. It's what gives you the strength and the hope It's a compass and guide, and it won't be denied, so we trust it. It's a light in the dark of it all. That's what love is. And it's patient and kind, and it's deaf, dumb, and blind to the madness. It's the ace of the dealer of truth. It's the healer of sadness. It's a place you know from so long, long ago, and it's free. And you feel when it's there, 'cause you're able to share from your being. And it takes us all higher, and it lifts and inspires all it touches. It's the best part of being alive. That's what love is. And it's patient and kind, and it's deaf, dumb, and blind to the madness. It's the ace of the dealer of truth. It's the healer of sadness. It's beyond right or wrong, and it's not weak or strong. It's not winning. For the young and the old, it's a brave and a bold new beginning. It's a peace and a hope. It's what helps us to cope. It's forgiveness. It's a light that will always endure. It's eternal and simple, pure. That's what love is. Thank you very much.
Tell the story.
Okay. There's a story. Well, the song is inspired by a speeding ticket. Only gotten 2 since I started this career involving a lot of driving. I think that's pretty good. Right, Mom? Fast enough to get a $200 ticket. In Texas. Everything's bigger there, right? Well, it was one of those situations where you're driving down the road for miles at a time. Hours go by. You've got the cruise control on. You're listening to the Sound of Music soundtrack. You and Julie Andrews are on an adventure together. Would you say the hills were alive? With the Sound of Music. Yeah. How'd you know? Yeah, those Texas hills. That's right. Anyway, the cop got me as the speed limit went down from 80 to 40 to 20 before I knew it. A little town popped up out of nowhere. I didn't see it. And I was on my way to the Kerrville Folk Festival at the time. And the police officer said he had just stopped another musician on their way to the same festival. So, anyway, $200 later, I was back on my way. And I got this song out of it, so. stroll to 80 and I watch the world go by. When the road knows where I'm going, it's easy to get lost and forget that I'm in motion when it's time to stop. And I never slow down fast enough. By the time I hit the brake, well, it's too late and I've said too much. All the signs were there, but I missed everyone. 'Cause I never slow down. I wish I could slow down. I fell so hard for you, baby, the night that we made love. Your heart was somewhere else, but my heart had just begun. I know you tried to tell me you lit warnings up like flares, but I didn't want to see 'em. Wind blowing through my hair. And I never slow down fast enough. By the time I hit the brake, well, it's too late and I've said too much. All the signs were there, but I missed everyone. I never slow down. I wish I could slow down. I never slow down fast enough. By the time I hit the brake, well, it's too late and I said too much. All the signs were there, but I missed everyone. 'Cause I never slow down. I wish I could slow down. I never slow down. I wish I could slow down. This song.
This is the Mutual Admiration Society. When I first met Kirsten at the Northeast Regional Folk Alliance conference, where actually I met both these guys, I was like so intimidated by her. She had this really cool outfit on. She had these like special sailor pants with like buttons on both sides. And she was like talking to all her friends, and then I heard her sing. I'd never been to this thing before, and I was like, oh my god, she's never gonna be friends with me. She's really nice, it turns out.
Well, it goes both ways. Sometimes I can't tell our voices apart when we're singing harmony. I'm like, was that you or me?
Yeah.
And then we both laugh about it and we sing again.
We like having you around too, Pryor.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I just add a couple low notes here and there.
No. You're here to keep it funky.
Sometimes you add high notes. Yeah.
Oh. Well, just, if you think of something you want to do on this one, I trust you.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. Careful what you wish for.
This is my hard-earned love song. hurt my heart, keeping lonely time, wishing yours was there to echo mine. If the papers would all print old news, they'd say I'm still in love with you. Let the years go by, it remains the same. What we've got is gold, and what it's worth won't change. Well, I fear I turned you upside down when I tore you from your hometown, just to make you wait at home for me and keep this fire alive tirelessly. But if your patience ever reached an end, tell me, baby, what would I do then? Say that it's alright to ease my mind, though you told me so 1,000 times. If the papers would all print old news, they'd say I'm still in love with you. Let the years go by, it remains the same. What we've got is gold, and what it's worth won't change. All along the road, these faces seem to come and go, but yours, my love, will never fade. If the papers would all print old news, they'd say I'm still in love with you. Let the years go by, it remains the same. What we've got is gold, and what it's worth won't change. Won't change.
You know, the older you get, the more friends you have that pass away, and I've had a couple recently, and I want to send this out to a couple of musical buddies of mine. The late Richie Hayward, wonderful drummer from Little Feat, about 6-7 years ago, and just last week, Paul Pryor, guitar player from Little Feat, and he and I were in a band called the Blues Busters. We were together for about 5 years and played a whole lot of places all over the country, and Paul was a good friend. And I want to send this out to his memory, to Richie's. The song is called Standing Ovation. Life is a comedy. The part that we play is never as clear as it could be. Or maybe a drama, who is to say? But it always turns out as it should be. And if I am a player who's played his part well and did it with humor and grace, when I die, give me a standing ovation, a celebration for a job well done. No need to cry. It's not my final destination. I'll be at the station when the train comes by. You write your own story as the pages unfold, but you're never quite sure of the ending. Maybe it's destiny, maybe it's choice, maybe we're all just pretending. In a tale of a lifetime, if it all comes around and you only receive what you're sending. When I die, give me a standing ovation, a celebration for a job well done. No need to cry.
Don't you
It's not my final destination. I'll be at the station when the train comes by. Some have it easy, some have it all. Some work so hard for so little. We sink to the bottom and we rise to the top, but mostly wind up in the middle. The more we are different, the more we're the same. I'm just one more who's worked through the riddle. And when I die, give me a standing ovation, a celebration for a job well done. No need to cry.
Don't you
It's not my final destination. I'll be at the station when the train comes by. When I die, give me a standing ovation, a celebration for a job well done. No need to cry. It's not my final destination. I'll be at the station when the train comes by. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
By the way, we're not taking a break, so if you need to, go to the bathroom, you can. You can.
We're holding it, so we expect you to do the same.
It's only fair. It's a very real thing. But when you are on your way out, we'll all have some CDs. We'll be up by the table, by the door. If you want to take home one of each of our CDs, we have a special deal tonight.
What's that deal?
It's 3 for 30.
As opposed to normal, it would be.
1 for 15, and then 2 for 30, and then 3
Well, so,
for
in other words, you
30
can't,
plus 15, whatever that is. I don't know.
so you're saying you can't buy two?
Why would you?
Well, but if you ask for two, we're going to give
You'd
you
be
three.
crazy.
Okay?
How can we do that?
Volume.
I also have vinyl, if anyone's feeling frisky.
You gotta be frisky to like vinyl. Well, all that being said, we just have a few more songs for you. And I think I speak for all of us when I say how grateful we are that you chose to spend this evening with us. It means a lot to see you here. I'd like to share Crimson with you now. As you've never heard it before, with Alice's beautiful harmonies and Freebo's beautiful bass playing.
a trance.
Yes.
Whew, got the fretless on one side and that singing on the other side.
That.
Damn, a good sandwich.
We should put it on the menu.
This is my road song.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emily. I grew up in the Boston area and I went to Smith College out in Western Mass. So I spent many an hour on Route 90, headed west and then back east again. And also a couple times drove Route 90 all the way out to Seattle, Washington and back. So I feel that road has really seen me through some different times, and we've been there for each other. I feel like I could do that drive blindfolded. I won't. Maybe when I get a self-driving car, although that terrifies me. I don't want that. But you know, the exits start to signify different places, different people, and you know, they bring you back to different moments along the road. So this song is called Just Never Know.
I'm westward bound on the turnpike, and the sky is looking like rain. And the farther I go, the more sure I grow. I can't go back the way that I came. I passed the exit that led to my first love. I can't stay where he's living now. But a lifetime ago, I'd have taken that road just as fast as those turns would allow. Am I covering ground or just spinning my wheels? Have I got far to go? Right around the next bend, it may all be revealed. But the truth is, you just never know. Oh, you just never know. Well, I look to the road for my freedom, and I drove it from end to end, and it dumped me into the ocean, then it sent me right back again. Am I covering ground or just spinning my wheels? Have I got far to go? Right around the next bend, it may all be revealed. But the truth is, you just never know. Oh, you just never know. I take it 1 mile at a time as I get up to speed along these white lines. I'm alone in the gathering night, adrift on the sea of little red lights. Well, I've left in a hurry, and I've taken my time, driven blinded by love and by the tears in my eyes, broken down on the shoulder with no place to go. And I breeze through the night as I make my way home. Am I covering ground or just spinning my wheels? Have I got far to go? Right around the next bend, it may all be revealed. But the truth is, you just never know. Oh, you just never know. You just never know.
We'll give Alex the bass again for this last tune. For the last tune, or all for giving her the bass? Yeah, we've had a blast. Thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate it.
I do also want to mention, I think a lot of you are pay no attention to them.
Square dancing.
Oh, there you go. I think a lot of you are already on our mailing lists, but that's one of many ways that we communicate where we're going to be next. And I do want to mention that we're going to be at a series in Brooklyn on December 7th. The host is here tonight. A good friend and musical spreads the love at a really beautiful venue. So if you didn't get enough, which I'm sure you haven't, you can come see us on the 7th of December. All the information is on our website.
It's called Voices in the Heights. Yeah, December 7th.
And even if you're, say, on Kirsten's mailing list or my mailing list, please sign it, and we will not inundate you.
It doesn't like double it.
There'll be no redundancy. But yeah, we'd appreciate it. It's a great way to stay in touch. You know, if we send something out, just hit reply and it goes directly to us, and there's a really good chance we'll reply and get a really personal relationship online.
But not too personal.
Not too personal. I mean, wrong, but good way to stay in touch, okay? You guys are so serious.
I see them smiling.
So, like I said earlier, I didn't write my first song until I was in my mid-40s, and when I decided to do that, I was filled with what often happens to us when we choose to do something we've been thinking about for a long time. And finally getting around to it, I was filled with doubt and regret and blame. And I was 45 years old when I thought to myself, well, if I don't start now, by the time I'm 55, I'll be in the same damn place. And I'm way past 55, and I'm not in the same damn place, and I feel really good about it. So, yeah, it's an inside job, folks. I know you all know that, but I send this out to any of you been thinking about doing something for a long time and just haven't quite gotten around to it, whatever it happens to be, either start something or stop something. But the song is called If Not Now When. This goes out to you. I'll throw a little surprise in the middle of it. Ready, Alice? Yeah, good. Young boy, I had these dreams. Time didn't matter, or so it seemed. Now I'm still a dreamer, like I was back then. But time keeps screaming, if not now, when? Hundreds of heartaches and broken down plans, so many what ifs, and what if I can't? My fear held me captive, caged in a pen. Time to break free, boy. It's not now, when. Ready, Kirsten? When it's not me who I can't pretend, 'cause I know it's true. I'll make this a vow, I swear amen. My time is now, it's not now when. Doubting and blaming, it's time to let them go, 'cause it's healing journey, it can go so slow. But I hear these voices again and again, they keep on calling, it's not now when. can't pretend. Oh no, 'cause I know it's true. I'll make this a vow, I swear it ain't. The time is now. It's not now when. Talk to me, Alice.
Well, I pulled out of Pittsburgh, rolling down that eastern seaboard. Got my diesel wound up, and she's running like never before. There's the speeds on my head, alright, but I don't see a cop in sight. 6 days on the road, and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Well, it seems like a month since I kissed my baby bye-bye. I could have a lot of lovers, but I don't need no other guy. I could find one to hold me tight, but I can never make believe it's alright. 6 days on the road, and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Got my 10 forward gears and this sweet Georgia overdrive. Taking little white pills and my eyes are open wide. I just passed a Jimmy and White. I've been investing everything inside. 6 days on the road, and I'm gonna make it home tonight. What else you got for me?
Well, my rig's a little old, but that don't mean she's slow. Got a flame from a stack, and my smoke's blowing black as coal. Well, my hometown's come in sight. If you think I'm happy, you're right. 6 days on the road, and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Okay, back to the tune. It's time to take this leap of faith without a net. Hello to destiny and goodbye regret. Sing it with me. If not now, when? If not now, when? If not me, who? If not me, who? I can't pretend. I can't pretend, 'cause I know it's true. 'Cause I know it's true. I'll make this vow. I'll make this vow. Swear amen. Swear amen. The time is now. The time is now. Not now when. It's not now when. Let's do it again. It's not now when. It's not now when. It's not me who. It's not me who. I can't pretend. I can't pretend. 'Cause I know it's true. 'Cause I know it's true. I'll make this vow. I'll make this vow. Swear it then. Swear it amen. The time is now. The time is now. Not now when. It's not now when. I'll make this vow. I swear it amen. The time is now. It's not now when. Not now when. One more time. It's not now when. Thank you, everybody. Kristen Maxwell, Alice Brown, Eagle. Thank you.
One more.
You want another one?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because we want to. We have a whole plan. We weren't really going to leave.
We weren't gonna let you.
Okay. We couldn't make up our minds, so we've got 2 more for you. also that I'm going to make a new album. And you can pre-order it. Some of you already have, quite generously, and I really appreciate that. So if you'd like to learn more about that, you can talk to me after. It's very easy. It's right on my website, kirstenmaxwell.com.
I checked out the link. It is very easy.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, if Alice says so.
Very streamlined. Excellent design.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Might copy you.
I think you should. Anyway, that's what's one thing that's coming up next for me, and yeah, I hope that you check it out and see what's coming. I'm mentioning it also because I am going to record this song, and I think that Alice is also going to record this song.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's fine. That's great.
it's a great song.
The world needs probably as many versions of this song as I can get.
And this is our joint version. Has everybody breathed yet today? Forget sometimes. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. On the back of a carton coaster, in the blue TV screen light, I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. Oh, but you're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet, still be on my feet. I'm a lonely painter. I live in a box of pains. I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those ones that ain't afraid. I remember that time you told me, said, love is touching souls. Surely you touched mine, 'cause part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. Oh, but you're in my blood like holy wine. Tastes so bitter and so sweet. I could drink a case
Two angels, huh? But I would honestly say, I've been so fortunate to have played with so many great singers, some of the truly greats, and I think these two are right up there. Really. But one of the greats I played with was Bonnie Raitt, and we were together for 10 years. And I started with her in 1971, and we were a duo for those 3 years, 71, 72, and 73, just her on guitar and me on fretless bass, and we had a wonderful time. And Bonnie would come up with a song, and she'd bring it to me, and I'd learn it on bass. We'd come up with an arrangement for 2 pieces, and eventually take them in the studio, get a band together. Those are the records you hear today. And it's one of those songs that I feel very proud of my part of that arrangement. And I decided to do the song a couple of years ago myself and come up with my own arrangement. And then Alice and I started working together, and so we came up with an arrangement, and then we started working with Kirsten, so we came up with an arrangement. So if you can follow the math, this is our arrangement of my arrangement of Bonnie's and my arrangement of John Prine's beautiful song, Angel from the Ground. Can't tell you how much we've enjoyed this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child has grown old. His dreams of thunder, lightning was his eye. This old house would have burned down such a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just giving me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. He weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time ago, and no matter how I tried, the years they just flew by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel
That flies
from Montgomery. Make me a poster
of an old rodeo. in this living